Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back to the Green Bay Packers franchise. Today we have week 12 and 13. Let's recap week number 11 though. It was the Packers 6-3 taking on the San Francisco 49ers 6-3. Brett Favre, first game back after a month on the bench with the injury, and he throws a pick to Ahmed Plummer. That was like the highlight of the whole game. We would win 10-6 though. We move on to 7-3. The Niners fall to 6-4. Let's travel to Sun Devil Stadium, home of the Arizona Cardinals, taking on those Carolina Panthers, and it's Jake Delhomme, the homie, throwing a rifle to Mr. Foster. Split out wide, touchdown Panthers, 24-21 is the final, Carolina on top. It is the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Football Jets, and the Jets get gashed by Ricky Williams to the 40, 30, 20. He could go all the way. Touchdown Dolphins, 24-13. The Dolphins are back at 500 with a record of 5-5. Donovan McNabb for the first place Eagles out for the rest of the season. The Vikings and the Lions, they meet. We play both of these teams in this episode. The Vikings get the job done. Remember, the Lions traded away Dre Bly to the Bucks to get Simeon Rice. So we're going to be taking on Simeon Rice and the Detroit Lions in game number 1. Bennett, he is a prime time player. We will face him in game number 2 in this episode. So we're headed to Lambeau. It's snowing. It's a perfect day to take on the Lions. I always like it when a dome team plays in the elements on the road. I just like the aesthetic of it. Like there's no other real reason. Just get them out the dome and get them out there on some real grass. First down and 10 after Davenport takes it up to the 21-yard line. Brett Favre launches it deep, looking for our man Bert Stone, and he can't come up with it. It was Brock Marion that laid the hit that officially ended that play as that pass hits the grass. Martin comes across the middle, makes the catch on third down, move those chains. First down and 10. We fake it to Williams, rolling left is Favre, stopping and popping, going to find Javon Walker, and he's going to pick up another Green Bay first down. Second down and 9. Favre steps up, launches it, caught by Walker again. And back-to-back receptions give us another first down. Javon Walker catching both of his targets so far today for 32 yards. First down and 10. Going to go with Williams, and Ricky Williams is going to get brought down by Simeon Rice at the line of scrimmage. He gains nothing, and Simeon Rice is feeling pretty good. And I know how I'm feeling about that 63. All I do know is Favre finds a lane, and he's going to pick up a first down, gain of around 11. Move those chains for the Green Bay Packers. Second down, 8 yards ago. Single back look. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. That good old 11 personnel as you find Driver, little comeback route, beats Fernando Bryant, and that's going to set up third down and 2. We've taken away half of the quarter already. Favre fires it to Driver, brought down at the 1. So first and goal for the Packers. Can the Lions keep them out? We get the ball to Najee Davenport. He's going to cross the goal line untouched. And the Packers put up 6 on the board. That drive leaves a minute 32 on the clock here in the first quarter. Detroit and Minnesota have 2 of the very best offenses in the league. So the game plan is to try to keep that offense on the sideline and obviously score touchdowns. And we did that to start the scoring and to start the game off. So here comes Detroit, going to get their hands on the football for the first time today. That's Kevin Jones. Has a blocker stumble in front of him and gets brought down at the 26-yard line. And Davenport calling home to the folks, hey, did you see what just happened? I know you did. They're going to throw it to the flat. That pass caught by the late, great Rudy Johnson. And he gets popped, and he's going to go backwards forward. Taking the shot deep, Roy Williams gets behind the secondary. The ball was underthrown. If he leads them, it's a touchdown. Instead, it's a bobbling catch by Roy Williams, and it puts Detroit right around midfield, and then we get a sack, but the Lions pick it up. He gets a couple of blocks, breaks a tackle, and picks up a gain of 3. The ball went about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. McDougal, he gave up the sack to Baja Bilamila, and then he was like, I got the football, and I always wanted to be like Barry Sanders. I'm going to make a guy miss right there, pick up a block right there, get off of me, he says to Sims, and then brought down by Roman. So third down and 2. Harrington launching it. That pass broken up by Roman, and the Detroit Lions drive is going to come to an end as they punt the ball away on 4th and 2. 4-man rush by Detroit, and they're going to get home. Big-time sack there by Big Daddy Wilkerson. And it's going to be 2nd down and 16. Launching to the right side. Caught by Walker. 15-yard pickup. But they need one more yard. On 3rd and 1, we give the ball to Williams. And Williams has a lane to the outside. Nice spin move. And one of his best runs as a Packer happened right there. So a beautiful job sealing the edge. Letting Williams use his speed to get around the outside. A nice spin move. And he's going to be able to pick up a 1st down and then some. If we can keep that going in a game where the snow is falling, that might be the key to success. So 1st down and 10, going to spread things out. Going to get the ball to Williams again up the gut. And he's going to move the line of scrimmage himself for a decent game. So now it's 3rd down and 3. Favre steps up, throws it, and the timing was not there as Holmes bumped Franks off of his route, and the pass goes flying incomplete. Detroit takes back over, tight coverage on 2nd down and 11. The Lions were looking for number 11. Al Harris was able to get his hands on the football, great coverage. And now Detroit is looking at 3rd down and long. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and an errant pass by Joey Harrington. And the Lions go 3 and out. 2nd down and 6 now for the Green Bay Packers in the Detroit territory. We fake it to Williams, rolling left is Favre, launching it deep, and it gets broken up at the line of scrimmage, batted down by Hill. And it's 3rd down and 6. Single back look again, 4 receivers in the formation, gonna fire it over the middle. That pass gonna be broken up, and that's gonna bring our drive to a screeching halt as we go 3 and out. So the Detroit Lions defense returns the favor. 3rd down and 3 now, 12 seconds to go in the first half. Quick pass is going to be broken up. And that's going to do it for their drive as Detroit goes 3 and out again. Just 1 1st down in this first half for them. 5 seconds on the clock. The punt goes to Chapman. Chapman cuts it to the left side, has blocking, cuts it back to the middle, gets loose. Inside line territory and caught from behind at the 31-yard line. The only issue with legendary difficulty is that your stamina bar is basically non-existent. So you get snatched from behind with ease. And what I've learned, and this is my experience, I'm not saying it's your experience, but my experience is when you try to fix one thing, it messes up another thing. So I'm not going to touch the sliders. I told you that from the beginning of this franchise. It's straight up legendary difficulty. Now, we have 133 yards total offense. They just have 35. 258 time possession for the Detroit Lions. The best play came on their first possession, which was a pass to Roy Williams, and it would have been a touchdown if Joey Harrington leads them. And then one of our best plays was a run by Ricky Williams. Those were the 2 biggest, most explosive plays of the first half, but the most important play was obviously Najee Davenport inside the 5, gets the toss play, and I mean, it's just smooth sailing. Just too easy. If you can't touch them, you can't tackle them, baby. You just can't do it. So 7-0 is the score, and Boomer's halftime hero is Najee Davenport with a grand total of 2 carries for 3 yards and a touchdown. Hey, easy work, easy money. Anyways, Detroit's going to get the football first to start the second half, and they're going to get this one up to about the 25-yard line. And now Joey Harrington, the offense, going to hope to not have any more punts. All right, punt, 1 first down. And yeah, not a lot of yards to show for their efforts. Quick pass to the left side, caught by Schlesinger. Get the fullback involved. And he does a nice job picking up a first down. Then Rudy going to get popped by Keith Bullock. And that's going to be -2 on the TFL. 2nd down and 12, Harrington surveys the field. Down he goes. Hunt is out there hunting. We get another sack. And the Lions get backed up some more. So 3rd down and 14. Harrington under some pressure, but lets the fly, caught by Rodgers. Rodgers to the 30, to the 20, 10-5, touchdown Lions. And the Lions are going to tie this thing up with an easy pitch and catch. He had time, had a man open up the seam, and the safeties, I mean, without Sharper, our secondary definitely has taken a hit, to say the least. Al Harris, we moved to the slot, and that hasn't helped too much either. Al Harris going to return this one from inside his own goal line, and he's going to get brought down at the 19-yard line. So can we combat their touchdown with a touchdown of our own? Favre going to roll right. There's a flag down. He keeps it. Slides down at around the 25-yard line. But the flag is going to be holding.
Number 25.
And it's going to be holding on Fernando Bryant. And I always wonder why in the video game, Madden never utilized the telestrator. He was the king of it in real life. But right here, you can see the contact downfield, and that's going to draw the flag, and that's going to set up a first down for us. So 3rd down and 7 now. Under some pressure as far, but throws a strike to Driver. He had no choice but to catch that pass. Hit him right between the 8 and the 0. 2nd down and 10, toss play or just run play, stretch play to Williams, and the ball is loose. Boss Bailey, who wears that 97, recovers it, and Simeon Rice, who ain't got 97 no more, forces the fumble, and Williams can't believe it, and I can't believe it either. So we give the Lions a short field. They give the ball to Rudy Johnson. Rudy Johnson, he's going to pick up a nice gain there, 1st down. Get your fullbacks involved. Fullback dive, and just look at the power. Can probably squat around 500 pounds, deadlift another 6, bench press 4. He's just a mammoth out there. Now they're going to run the ball with Rudy again. And Rudy's going to find the end zone, and the Detroit Lions have their first lead of the ball game. So anything is possible when you turn the ball over against a team that has a very, very explosive offense, and that's exactly what we see today. Hi, Mom. We love you. We're number 1. All right. 1st and 10, now from the 24-yard line. Play fake. Looking downfield as Favre. Fires it. Caught by Driver. And Driver picks up a 1st down. We're going to spread things out. We're going to fake the run to the right. Roll left. Throwing it. And it's caught by Javon Walker. And that catch gets us on the other side of the 50. Brett Favre 9-14 for a $127. No picks, no touchdowns. Get the ball to Davenport. Takes 2 Lions to bring him down. Gain of 5. 3rd down and 5. Number 4 dropping back. Number 4 tucking it and running it. And he will slide down safe. And the Packers are going to move the chains again. Nobody was open. But Brett Favre, still a decent athlete. He's going to run, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Last play of the 3rd quarter. To the flat we go. Caught by Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams, left side, down the sideline, bumped out of bounds. Gain of 9, and now it's time for the 4th quarter. So it's crunch time, clutch time. We're going to run the ball with Davenport. He finds some running room, and he's going to pick up a Packers 1st down. Or at the 11-yard line. We can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown, but Williams wants to hold Enchilada. Touchdown, Packers. And the Green Bay Packers are back in this one. The PAT will be up and good, and the Packers have tied this thing up at 14 apiece. 5:29 to go here in the 4th quarter. Looking downfield, that pass is caught. We had Sims on Roy Williams. That's a mismatch to say the least. He makes the catch, 1st down, got popped by Roman. 1st and 10. Harrington looking downfield for Roy. Breaks the tackle, and he's loose. And Roy Williams is going to take it to the crib. Touchdown Lions, and there's a man down, and it appears to be Roman. Roman went for the tackle, couldn't get it, but he appeared to pop back up, and then later he realized something was wrong, and now he has to get carted off the field. So that's not what we're trying to see, not just a touchdown, but a man hurt wearing our uniform. Looking downfield, that pass going to be dropped by Driver, and that would have gave us a 1st down. Instead it's 2nd down and 10. Brett Favre, right side, going to try that way, cut by Bubba Franks. And Bubba Frank's going to rumble his way inside Detroit territory. Now it's 3rd down and 7. We got to have it. Rolling left this far. Throwing it over the middle. Caught by Javon Walker. Big Daddy Wilkerson dropping back in coverage and getting a tackle with Brock Marion. And it's going to be a 1st down. High formation. 3 receivers in the formation. Going to fire it to the right side. It's going to be caught by Williams. Nice spin move to get some extra yards. But there's a flag down. And this time it's going to be holding on the Packers. So that's going to back us up. 2nd down and 20. Favre steps up, rifling it into some traffic. It's going to be caught by Driver regardless. And that should put us back in field goal range. Favre steps up, lets it fly left side, and now it's going to be dropped by Driver again. So send out the field goal team. And the 33-yard attempt is on its way, and it's going to sail right, and it's no good. I saw the 2-hour-per-hour win, and yeah, no, that was not going to do nothing to that football, and it didn't. And we sail it right, and now they pick up a 1st down, and time is no longer on our side. 2 minutes to go. We only have 2 timeouts left. They're going to run the ball, and Rudy Johnson gets away from Keith Bullock. I traded Amon Green for that. Why? We missed a tackle. It's a first down. We're going to burn our second to last timeout. 3rd down and 9. They're going to run the ball, and Keith Bullock is like, Coach, I got you back. And I'm like, I appreciate that. All right, so we get the ball back, down by 7, 42 seconds on the clock. Brett Favre, we got to have it. Mr. Comeback himself throws a pick to Fernando Bryant, and he has reservations for 6. Touchdown, Detroit on a pick 6. And that, my friends, is going to do it. It's definitely going to do it. A beautiful job by him jumping that route, putting his hands up. The ball was slightly thrown behind Bubba Franks, and that was all Fernando Bryant needed. And that's all the Detroit Lions need. A comeback victory for them, down 7-0 at the halftime break. And they scored 28 second-half points to win 28-14. We had twice as much of the time of possession as they did. But the 2 turnovers were kind of the biggest deal because we lose by 2 touchdowns. 272 total offense for them, 295 for us. Joey Harrington started off the scoring by finding who? Yeah, Mr. Rogers. And Rogers would take that thing all the way to the crib. And the Michigan State Spartan would start the scoring in the second half right there. And then we would try to do a little something. We're going to cough it up. Simeon Rice was like, give me that football. And then Boss Belly jumps on top of it. And then Rudy Johnson, the late great, going to get loose here. Gaping hole. He's going to take that thing straight to the crib. Straight cash, homie. And then the knife in the throat. I mean, it was just not a good look. We would give up this touchdown here, and we would be down by 7. We would get the ball back with less than a minute to go, and then Brett Favre throws a pick, and that right there would do it. The Roy Williams touchdown, the fat lady was warming up. Fernando touchdown, she was singing, and man, it was a beautiful song for the Lions. A horrible rendition of a song for the Green Bay Packers. Roy Williams is your player of the game. 4 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, and a $112 receiving. So we lose at home for the first time this year. And we're trying to avoid that because we are in the hunt for the postseason and a division title. But the Lions, they beat us. Roy Williams had a day. Joey Harrington, not the best day, but a decent day. Let's travel to San Francisco, the team that we beat last week. They have their hands full here with the St. Louis Rams, and it's Bolger looking like Steve Young from back in the day doing this thing in the stadium, but instead it's the Rams winning and not the Niners, as the Rams win 27-24. Both teams are 6-5 and on top of the NFC West. Let's get some AFC South action as it's the Titans and those Indianapolis Colts. It was Steve McNair and his beautiful right arm throwing a strike, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Tennessee Titans. The Titans will get the victory over their division rivals. The Titans are 7-4. The Colts are 8-3. Peyton Manning did throw 3 touchdown passes, McNair 4. Without Donovan McNabb, the Eagles lose. Falcons get the better of them, 31-27. Going out to the desert again, and it's going to be Sean Alexander to punch this one home. The Seahawks win 21-13. They're 5-6. Cardinals are 3-8. Primetime players: Brown, Heap, Weaver, and Rivers. Now, when it comes to the rookie watch, there's only been 2 rookie quarterbacks to play: Willie Neal for the Packers and Mullins for the Eagles, because Donovan McNabb is no longer available. I.B. Peterson from Boise State is pacing all rookie rushers with 780 yards on 195 carries. He is definitely the only running back to really get significant playing time so far, averaging 4 yards per carry. That's a good look for that rookie out of Boise State. Our star rookie is still hurting. Torn calf muscle, should be back within the month, hopefully. We're on top of the North. Vikings, Lions right there. Falcons on top of the South. Rams and Niners on top of the West. Eagles still on top of the East, but the Skins might have an outside chance at 5-6. This, in my estimation, is a must-win game. We are not healthy. Our defense is banged up without Sharper. First pass play as they test our secondary without Sharper out there. Gonna throw it to Randy Moss, but Dante Culpepper, you will pass the line of scrimmage, big homie.
Forward pass, number 11.
So that's going to be loss of down and loss of 5 yards. So second down and 15. They go over the middle. It's going to be caught by Robinson, and that's going to be a gain of around 14. Now, again, we don't want to give the Vikings any hope. Don't want to give the Lions any hope. So we want to beat the Vikings right here. If we keep winning, the division is ours. They're going to run the ball with Bennett. He's going to pick up a first down. 2nd down and 10. Going to test McKenzie with Clarence Saucer. I mean, get your fullback / tight end involved, but not against him. 3rd down and 10. 4-man rush. And Jackson gets there. It's going to be categorized as a gain, so not a sack. But we get the result desired, which is us getting off the field on defense and Brett Favre getting the football in his hands. He rolls left at the B and almost sacked, and down he goes. They got pressure screaming off of the right side. He rolled to the left side, and Moran was there for the sack, and Brett Favre can't believe it. So we go backwards, basically to start the ball game. 3rd down and 12 now. Brett Favre under some pressure, and Big Kevin Williams with the sack. Back-to-back sacks, and the O-line got to protect better than this. From the 45-yard line, Dante Culpepper launching it to the left side, and that's just a little, maybe a screen pass, but there was no blockers. So not the best play call, not the best execution. 3rd down and 10. Culpepper taking a shot deep, broken up, bobbled again, and then it's going to fall incomplete. So he might not have got the pick, but we dig it off the field. And Brett Favre has another shot at it in his first pass attempt that does not result in a sack, but the actual throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 8. We're going to fake the run, and we throw it, and it's going to be broken up at the last second. So Brett Favre 0 for 2 to start today's game, and the Vikings take over from the 49-yard line. Bennett, all that speed. If he gets a seal and he breaks a tackle, you can just cancel the holidays because he's going to take it to the crib. 20 rushing touchdowns last year. 2nd down and 4. Culpepper under some pressure, get popped. Baja Bilamila with the sack. 3rd down and 9. 4-man rush. Good protection. He's going to have all day to find Randy Moss, the big boss. And Randy Moss has a first down for Minnesota. 2nd down and 10. Culpepper throwing it right to Keith Bullock. It was a zone. He was on Randy. Keith Bullock, you got to walk away with that pick right there. Culpepper slides down, and I thought that was weak. Like, go for the first down. You're 6'5", 245 pounds, give or take. You could have ran a man over and get the first down. He slides. Vikings got to settle for a field goal, but they do strike first here in the ball game. So we find ourselves down by 3. Going to run the ball to Williams, and Williams going to pick up 4 yards. That's like our best game so far today. 2nd down and 6. Give it to Davenport, and Davenport's going to pick up a decent game. So 3rd down and 3 now. Going to spread things out. Going to roll left for Favre. Favre going to launch it to the left side off of the hands of Donald Driver. And in the 2nd quarter, we still haven't completed a pass. Brett Favre is 0 for 3. Culpepper going to run the ball with Williams, and Williams going to work his way upfield for a gain of 5. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Looking downfield. It's Culpepper. Little out route is going to be dropped. I'm not sure Robinson, even if he makes the catch, can make anything happen with as far as he had to go. Davenport to the left side. Another nice game. And that's going to be a gain of 5. Can we keep things on the ground and maybe crawl our way back into this thing? Because the passing game is non-existent. And Williams will pick up a gain of 5. So Davenport and Williams, a little 1-2 punch. Little thunder and lightning. Breaking the tackle is Williams, and he's loose to the 40, 45. But he ain't got no stamina. He's going to get snatched by a linebacker. My man got some speed, but he can't separate because he gets too tired, big dog. But that was a big-time run. Got the spin move popping. We timed it right. Break that tackle right there. Then it's going to be a rookie guard, Ramos, teaming up with Williams to pancake Claiborne. And then it's off to the races. And we finally do get brought down at the 35-yard line. Davenport back in the ball game. He's going to get it carried. He's going to drag would-be tacklers for a gain of 5. Corey Chavis with the stop. 3rd and 3. Going to go to the air here. Can we get our first completion? Yes, we can. Brett Favre to Donald Driver. And that's going to put us inside the red zone. 2nd down and 7. Going to run the ball with Williams again. Another nice spin move. Going to find some extra yardage to pick up in this 3rd down and 3. When we go to the air, we will. Going to fire it to the flat. Caught by Williams. Can he pick up the first down? By the hairs of his chinny chin chin, he does. 1st and goal. Can we find the end zone? Mama, I found the end zone. All is right in the universe. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. And the first touchdown is by the good guys in green and yellow. So here we go. 7-3 is the score. 30 seconds on the clock. Culpepper under pressure, and Culpepper going down. Jackson gets the sack. Strickland, the rookie DN, got the initial pressure, and Jackson's there to clean up Culpepper. Second down and 16. Culpepper going down again. Jackson with the takedown. And it's going to be third down and 22. The fans can't believe it. They're just going to hang on to the ball, milk the clock, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Not much to speak of offensively. This is a 7-3 game. Both teams have less than 100 yards total offense, but time of possession, again, is in our favor, and that's what we want to do versus these high-powered offense because our defense is lacking. Just 67 overall with our man Sharper on the mend. But there goes our man Williams. Had a great run there, and he would cap off the drive with a touchdown. And that's basically the only highlight we're showing, because that's the only highlight that we can show. So Boomer's halftime hero is none other than Ricky Williams. He was on the couch a few weeks ago, but he's been signed to a 2-year deal to help this rushing attack without Amon Green. And today he is showing out. 6 carries, 61 yards, plus that touchdown. We're going to get the football first. As Davenport takes it up to the 20-yard line, we're hoping all that punting is behind us, and we can string together some drives that end with some points. So first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Ricky Williams running it again, running like that guy in Miami. Same name. They both played in Texas for college. Texas Tech for Ricky Williams, Texas for Williams. Which one? Do you know? I think you do. Anyways, Ricky Williams up the gut, first down, right into the teeth of the defense. 22 personnel. Give the ball to Fofo. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. And then there's a flag down for a face mask.
Face mask, number 27.
And it's going to be the personal foul variety. Circle him. Let everybody know who it is. It's Russell. You can't do that, Russell. You can't bring the man down by his face mask. You can hurt somebody out there. Inside Minnesota's territory. That pass caught by Bubba Franks. And Bubba Franks picks up a first down. Move those chains. We're completing some passes here in the second half. Gonna run the ball with Davenport. Kevin Williams brings him down from behind, but it's another first down. Davenport gets the carry again. Takes on 2 defenders. And he's going to pick up a good gain, and that's going to move the chain. Second down and 10, toss play to Williams. And, Corey saw that coming a mile away. Corey Chavez laying him out in the backfield. TFL lost to 3. Looking downfield is Favre, throwing it towards the end zone. Caught by Walker at the 3. He gets hit. He gets popped, but he crosses the goal line, and the Green Bay Packers find the end zone again. We end the first half with a touchdown. We start the second half with a touchdown. That's why you want the ball to start the second half, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why they don't do that in real football more often. All I do know is we're up 14-3. Nice kick return there. They're going to run the ball, and that's Bennett. He can get loose, and when he gets loose, you better be careful because he could end your hopes and dreams. First down and 10. They have thrown the ball more than they've run the ball. Why? Because you got the big boss, Randy Moss, and he can do things like this. Beats McKenzie. It wasn't easy, but they find the ball in Randy Moss's hands, and he knows exactly what to do with it. Crosses the goal line, touchdown, Vikings. We play with 1 safety high, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake. 1 safety high versus him is not a good look. You got to have 2, and we didn't. Roman is not going to catch him. Nobody on the Packers is going to catch him, and he's going to walk into the end zone. So the big boss cuts the lead down to 4. We're going to run the ball with Williams. And again, good blocking, and again, some good running for a gain of 7. We'll take that all day long. Second down and 3. Taking a shot deep to Driver. He brings it in. Brought down from behind, but we find ourselves in Minnesota territory. Second down and 7. Gonna run the ball, and if I just slow up a little bit, let Ramos get out there, we probably be still running down that right sideline. Instead, it's gonna be third down and 3. Favre launching it. That pass incomplete, but there's a flag down. If it's pass interference, it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, number 26.
And it is pass interference, so give us a first down. Williams gets the carry here. If we slow down, maybe, just maybe Ramos gets out there for the block. But I'm going to run past him, pick up 6. We'll lose 2 yards in the next play. Third down and 6 now. Brett Favre steps up, throwing it. And the rifle shot was caught by Driver, and that's a first down. Driver coming through in a major way on this drive. Second down and 7. Get the ball to Davenport. Davenport runs into Bubba Franks. 2 Miami Hurricanes can't get out of their way, but but he does pick up a good gain on 3rd and 2. Williams does the rest. Not the less, but the rest. Little shake and bake action right there. Ricky Bobby, you feel me? But it's Ricky Williams with help from Davenport and the rest of the squad. We get into the end zone again. 21-10 is now the score. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Packers in the area, and Randy Moss still makes the catch. Absolutely crazy talent is possessed by number 84. That pass caught by Robinson. His second catch gives him a first down. Looking downfield is Culpepper. And that time there's 5 Packers in the area, and Randy Moss didn't stand a chance. So 3rd down, we get a sack, and it's Keith Bullock. Just let me use it, the D-line coach, and you know I'm going to get home. 4th and 14, we send a corner blitz, they pick it up, but the pass is rushed, and it's intended for Moss, but Sims, who we signed last week for the Niner game, he's in there to replace Sharper, and my man came through with an incredible play to bat that football away. We're going to run the ball Williams. Running to his own man. He keeps on chucking those feet, and he sets up 3rd down and 4. 2 minutes on the clock. I'm going to give it to Williams. Going to run the ball to the right side. And he will pick up a first down, trying to stay in bounds, but Russell will force him out. So that will stop the clock. That hurts. That sucks, but a first down is a first down, and he's up over 100 yards, I believe, for the first time in his career. We're going to run the ball again with him. That's a gain of 5, and the Vikings bring their first timeout. Toss play to Williams, and nobody blocks nobody. So it's going to be 4th and 1. They have no more timeouts now. Are we going to go for it? Yes, we will. We pick it up. It's over, and Davenport's going to pick it up. Some power football. And a game that needed it. A game where we had to win. And we do just that. 21-10 is the final. And it's not our passing game. It's our rushing attack that got the job done. 164 yards of total rushing for us. Total yards was 259. We held the Vikings to less than 200 yards of total offense, and we just played keep away. And again, that's what you got to do. Just keep the ball out of Randy Moss's hands. It didn't really work out versus Detroit, but that's because we turned the ball over. This game, no turnovers. As Randy Moss, the big boss, is still doing his thing out there, though. Got to give credit where credit is due. He is a scary man with the football in his hands. But our rushing attack was really just too much to handle. And Ricky Williams, he was your halftime hero, and he is going to be Boomer's player of the game. A primetime player. Ricky Williams, again, he was on his couch not that long ago watching football. Now he's playing on Sundays and walking away with player of the game honors. 19 carries, 118 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. We beat the Vikings. That is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until we meet again, my friends, I hope that the rest of the day is the best of your day. Peace, love. Hot sauce.